Sláinte, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is good to see all of you. I got a full roster today of things to do, and I'm going to get it done in an hour right before Kilco goes live. Because sorry, Kilco, I went a little bit over your stream last week. Let me say hi to all these wonderful people, and we'll get into it. I am super excited about my giveaway today. Speak of the devil, there he is. Kilco Mental Musings. Cheers to you, Kilco. Cheers, Chris Jenkins in chat. It's good to see you. Tom D standing by. I know Tom has some Clonakilty in his glass today. Mr. Mom 310, cheers. 4-Leaf Whiskey, I'm having a Teeling small batch with Coke Zero in your Baker's Drink Rocks glass. Keeping it trashy on a Sunday afternoon. That actually sounds like a really good combination. That sounds really good. As hot as it's been this summer, let me tell you, that sounds like a real good drink. Cheers, Eric Gunderson. Eric is going to be dropping some links in here to all these great channels. Thank you, Eric, for volunteering. I appreciate that. We've got Declan Boyle. Hello, everyone. Cheers to you, Declan. Peter White. Cheers to you, Peter. Good to see you. Douglas Papa. Good evening, all. Cheers. Good evening to you, Douglas. How are you doing? We got Liz B. Cheers, all. Cheers to you, Liz. Amy O'Byrne's Irish Pub. If you guys are on Instagram, make sure you are following O'Byrne's Irish Pub. It is amazing what Amy has done with creating an actual, very authentic Irish pub inside her home. Cheers, Cast 529. It is good to see you. Speaking of 529, they are going to be a guest on my channel on, I wrote it down on my calendar so I wouldn't forget it, the 27th of July. So I'm going to send them some an Irish flight, a blind Irish flight. We'll see what they think of some Irish whiskey. I'm excited for that. Here is the man of the hour, JD Bourbon Approach. Thank you, JD. JD sent me an awesome flight. I've got 6 samples in front of me. I don't know what they are. I do have the answer key. All I know one of them is the Bushmills Causeway Poland release. I don't know which one it is. So I'm really excited to try these. Thank you so much, JD. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity. I'm definitely going to have to put some stuff together for you. Oh, thank you, Kilco. I think my husband wants the internet back at 7, so I need to be done anyway. Eric, sorry. Tom, you're already in there. Let me see here. Yep, Tom's getting ahead of the game. Thank you, Tom. I'll put the link up here in just a second. Thank you, Eric, for dropping that link in there for Kilco. We got Dave Vogel saying, cheers to you, Dave. It's good to see you. There is below average bourbon. Thank you, Eric. Who am I missing? Gandy Road. Cheers, Gandy. It is good to see you. If I got everybody, and we will get into it here. Want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, I'm excited. I'll probably put together your flight tonight, although I want to think about it. Hey, Whiskey Nose. Cheers, Marty. How are you doing? There we go. David Tanko. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to you, David. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think I got everybody. Wow, I'm really behind. I don't normally get this behind. Larry 3R. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to you, Larry. It's good to see you. All right, I'm caught up. Okay. So I'm going to throw the banner on first here. So if you saw the thumbnail, I've got a special giveaway tonight. So I went to the bourbon line on Saturday. Didn't get any allocated bourbon. I was 13th in the line. They only had 12. Of course, how this works out. But I look over and I saw 1 bottle left. And I thought I've been wanting to do a giveaway, and I thought that's a sign. Let's do this as a giveaway. So for every $5 entry, I've got my PayPal link up there. I've got my Venmo link up there. Make sure you please tag me in chat because I'm going to be tracking. You get a chance to win a very exclusive Clonakilty. This is the Great Lakes collaboration that you heard Sean Scully talk about on my channel that they did with Great Lakes Brewery here in Ohio. So Clonakilty, for those of you who don't know, they go into each state that they are selling their whiskey in, And they do a special collaboration with a brewery in that state. And in Ohio, it was Great Lakes Brewery, which is, I think, it's a pretty well-known brewery, like nationwide. This is unique that this is the very first time that they've done one of these collaborations with their own single pot still. Normally, it's their sourced blends. So you get a chance to win this. This is a little bit higher ABV. This is 48% ABV. So somebody is going to be taking this bottle home tonight. It is really good too. It was really good. It was finished in Great Lakes Blackout Stout casks, which is kind of a higher ABV stout that they do very rarely. So $5 an entry. Let me actually go over my list here and add you, Tom, because you were the first person in. Tom D with 1 entry. Hey, Ben Demon Hunter. It was good to see you. All right. The other thing we're going to do here real quick, I'm going to do my Patreon giveaway here. So my Patreon winner is going to receive a prize pack from the Dublin Irish Festival. So you're going to get a cool t-shirt, something like this. This was last year's shirt. I believe Kathy Huey was our winner last year. So you're going to get a shirt. I'm either going to put in a rocks glass, a pint glass, a shot glass of some sort. You're going to get a couple samples of the latest Irish whiskey that I've got on my shelf. Probably throw in a Redbreast cask strength in there. Redbreast 15 cask strength. So let me share screen. I want to get this out of the way early so we can focus on the flight, focus on the giveaway. So let me do this. All righty. So somebody in chat tell me how many times we should shuffle. Something less than 20. Let's see. The first person responds. That's what we'll do. 4. Mr. Ron says 4. Okay. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck, everybody. Go Burns Irish Pub. So Amy, I will get with you. Get me your shirt size. Congratulations. Remove this here. All right, let me get back over my screen here, minimize that. Pull back up my tracking here. And I thought I saw Marty. Yep, Marty is in for 2. All right. So let me put Marty in here. Yes, I'm with you, Tom. Up the ABV. I do like this is a little bit higher ABV. It's a great bottle. If you like their single pot still, you're going to like this one. It is really good. It does have those chocolatey notes that you get with the stout. I do know they had a small yield of those too. So when those were gone for good. And they're doing pretty well. Eric Gunderson is in for 4. Let me put you down here, Eric. All righty. I got you in there. Make sure I don't miss anybody else. ADV. All right, let's get started. I have not poured these yet, so I'm excited to try this. Again, guys, just tag me in chat or just let me know that you're in for entries, just like Eric and Marty have. And that way, I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. So let me go ahead and pour a little bit of, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pour all of them. That way they have a chance to breathe. So JD sent me 6 samples. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're all Irish, if some of them are other whiskeys. So this should be fun. Yeah, let me know what you guys are drinking in chat. Eric is having Napo Castle 12-year-old cognac cask. That sounds really good. So I did not get any allocated bourbon yesterday. I did walk out with a Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. That was very good. I may have opened it already. Chris, you sent me. Let me get over here, Venmo. Okay, Douglas is in for 5. Chris, you're in for 2. Liz is in for 2. Let me put you in here, Liz. All right. Lisby. Chris is in for 2. And who else? And then Douglas is in for 5. Let's see if it'll let me drag this down. Three, 4, 5. Okay. All righty. You're drinking standard Gibson's 18-year-old. Oh, Canadian corn whiskey. Yeah, I figured you meant Canadian. All right. I see Amy is in for 2. Oh, where's the... I tell you, I work on a PC all week, so when I switch back to the Mac, it's like kind of relearning how to work a computer. All righty. Gandy's in for 2. Get you here, Gandy. These are gorgeous colors. Look at this one. Holy crap. Beautiful color. So speaking of music festivals, this weekend, we actually were attending our local Shamrock Club. They had an Irish music festival. So much fun. If you have local Irish music festivals, Irish festivals in your area, recommend you check them out. They're a great time, whether you're Irish or not. They're always a great time. Great music. We heard a lot of good music. We took some 2 Stacks Irish cream to kind of share with people, to kind of get the word out that 2 Stacks is found in a whole lot of US states now. All right. Got all those poured. Gandy, let me get you in here for your 2. All righty. Oh, you have a good bottle of the Napoke there. Tom has the... Oh, no, you want a bottle of that one. I don't own a bottle of that, the 1951. I've had it a few times, and it is outstanding. It's a great pour, and it's one that they left the flaws, and I love that about it. Hanging easy. Heyo, how are you now? We're having a giveaway. Stephanie's going to win this very special bottle of Clonakilty Irish Whiskey Single Pot Still. It is a collaboration with Great Lakes Brewery. It is a stout finish, a little higher ABV. I'm going to cut it off at probably about like 5 minutes left. So let's get into this flight. I don't know if I poured enough of that number 3. So I am going to try to write down if these are at least the type of whiskey. I might try to do the type of finish. You know, I'll try to do the type of finish and ABV. I suck at ABV. So I think somebody just sent me, let me see. I think somebody sent me something again. All right, let me go to activity. Make sure you tag me just so I make sure that I have who it is. JD. Okay. That's who it was. Let me go back over here. Okay. Yeah, I really like it. And it just, I was there, I saw it, and I wanted to do it. I really like Clonakilty. All right, let's get into these. So this is our first one. It smells like it's an Irish. It smells like a single malt. This is fruity. This is really fruity. That's definitely an Irish single malt. Watch, I'll be wrong. It'll be like bourbon. That's very, very good. So one, I'm guessing Irish single malt. That's kind of, it's fruity. It's kind of like got berries, like berries and cream on the palate. Let me know what you're drinking. Guys, hit that like button if you can. Hit that share, hit that subscribe, all that fun stuff that YouTube likes us to do. Helps more people find us. Hit that notification bell. I could tell you, even myself, sometimes the notifications for the streams, I don't know what it is. YouTube every once in a while will trick up the algorithm, and it'll just be hard to find everybody. That's really good. There's a little bit of spice at the end, which maybe just a little hot, a little higher ABV. A lot of berries. I mean, like blackberry. I'll do berries and cream. All right. All right, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is a little darker. Clonakilty Bottle Kill in Extram. Yeah, I've got to get a couple. I moved my Clonakilty, so they're all right here in line with the Copeland now. And I've got to get, there's a couple I've got to restock. This still smells like Irish, but it's almost got like a little bit of a rye smell as well. Amy just poured Dunville's 13-year-old. My goodness, they make a beautiful whiskey. Amy, is that the airport bottle? Is that airport Palo Cortado? I just actually recommended that one to somebody yesterday. I think it was Mr. Mom. I think that's one of the airport bottles I think I recommended for you. So Amy could tell you all about it. This one, it smells like Irish, but I'm also getting like a rye kind of smell. More like, not like an American rye, more like a Canadian rye. So if I had to guess, I would say Canadian rye whiskey on this. I don't think it's proofy or sweet enough to be light whiskey. I could be wrong. But I'm going to mark down Canadian. One of my biggest regrets actually was when I was in Canada and then I did not pick up more Canadian whiskey there. I did not have the luggage space, but I really wish I had. You found another your stories and sips Clonakilty. I keep saying I need to buy another one of those. I'm actually on the second bottle. I've already cracked it. It's the last one I have. There's just so many more, but I really need to get it. I'm going Canadian rye whiskey on that one. That was really sweet. I really like it. All right, number 3 here. Ooh, this smells like butterscotch. What the heck did you send me here, JD? Man, that smells like butterscotch. I mean, honestly, if you didn't tell me what this is, I would think butterscotch coffee syrup. Outside of 2 brewers and Macalonies and craft distilleries, most Canadian legacy distillers don't offer much. It was 2 brewers was one of the things I was going to bring back, Peter. The other one was I had Strathcona when I was in Calgary, and I really liked that. It was like Oloroso sherry finish. It was really good. The only thing I flew back through Toronto, and the only thing they had at that airport was Gretzky, and yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't know any of those, and Donald kind of gave me after the fact, kind of gave me some info about which ones to buy and which ones to avoid. But all right, this is wild. This is totally wild. It's so much butterscotch. Palate totally different. I can tell you it's a Scotch now. On the nose, it does not give off Scotchy vibes, but the palate that is definitely Scotch. You still get some of that butterscotch, just a little wisp of peat. That's really good too. If I had, all right, I'm going to guess Highland. Only because my limited experience with Scotch. I know the Highland, I'm thinking like Highland Park, that tends to be a little bit lightly peated. Positively do not like Canadian wheated whiskeys. I don't know that I've had a wheated Canadian whiskey. I had rye. Hey, a little old fashioned. Cheers, you. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. We're enjoying a blind flight of whiskey here. So far, my guesses are Irish, Canadian, and Scotch. We'll see if I'm right or not. And then you have more time, about 20 more minutes to get in. I'm giving away for $5 an entry. This is a Clonakilty Single Pot Still special release that you can only get in Ohio that is finished in a Great Lakes Brewery Blackout Stout cask. Strathcona. Oh, is that wheat? I thought that was rye. Okay. Well, yeah, I like it then. That was great. Thank you, Ben Demon Hunter. I thought it was a rye that I picked, but it could have been a wheat. It was. I do know it was a Oloroso sherry finish. That's all I remember about that one. All right. I'm excited for this 4th one. This is the darkest. Look at that. Gorgeous color. Here. By comparison, this was the first. A little bit different. A little bit different. Now, this is giving off rye vibes. This is giving off like American rye. Oh, the 4 bottles of Strathcona you had were wheaters. Okay. I honestly don't know. I know I had it was a little bar that we went into that was down the street from Kensington Wine Market in Calgary because we were already there. They recommended a pizza place down the street that was phenomenal. It serves was that Napoli style pizzas. It was really good. They recommended it there. And so we just went across the street because I'm like, I'm in Canada. I want to have some rye whiskey. I want to have some Canadian whiskey, some real Canadian whiskey. So, and it was very good. Highland pumps out a lot of wheat whiskey. Okay. This smells like a wheater or like a, like a rye whiskey. Oh, you can't wait to go to Kensington. So for those of you, if you find you're in Calgary, highly recommend a trip to Kensington Wine Market. It is an amazing little shop, and it's a whiskey shop. And you go in, and I mean, you can sample the whiskey before you buy it. They were pulling samples for me of all kinds of different things. I ended up leaving with a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society membership to that store. Ended up trying all kinds of different stuff. And I only bought one bottle, but they gave me that and a dinner recommendation. So they were super great there. I'm getting a little bit of anise notes on this too, which makes me think it is rye. I may have been wrong. It does not taste like a rye. The heck did you send me, JD? Hey, Tim. Cheers to you. Is anyone familiar with the Boan brand? I saw it at a local retailer, but I'm not impulsive. Boan is actually making some very good stuff. I assume what you saw were the 3 new single pot stills that they have. So they have a PX finished one, a Madeira finished one, and I can't remember what the other one was off the top of my head. I've got samples of all 3 of them here. That one, I actually do like that. Bowen's doing some really exciting stuff in Irish whiskey. They've got a lot of historic mash bills. They're actually also in the middle of a collaboration with Talnua Distillery, which is an American single pot still distillery in Denver, Colorado. And they did one of Bowen's historic mash bills, but they are maturing them. They've got the same mash bill is maturing in Colorado, and they've got the same mash bill that's maturing in casks at Bowen in Ireland. And they're doing kind of experimentation to see how much climate affects the whiskey. So I got to see the casks in Denver at Talnua. So I'm really excited when they finally do release that. I think it's a good 3 years. No, it's 4 years old now. It's 4 years old at this point. So probably a couple more years and you'll probably see that out too. Of those 3 that you're talking about, I liked the PX the best. I've heard good things about the Madeira too, though. I've heard that one was really good. Hey, cheers, Matthew Parks. How are you doing? Tim, let me know if you remember the price on those. Trying to remember off the top of my head, but they were in Ireland. This one is kind of throwing me for a loop because I'm wondering now if it's a Canadian rye and if that first one was a light whiskey. Or maybe it's bourbon. Actually, that might be bourbon. So I say that and I'm starting to pick up the corn. That's bourbon. I'm stumped. I've almost drank it all, so it was really good. Have to pour a little more of that one. So I'm going to say that one. That one's tough. I don't know high rye bourbon or if it's just American rye. Oh gosh, that tells me, am I all off? Today I'm totally wrong here on all of them. See, I'm torn because I don't, and honestly, to be honest, I don't know enough about the categories. So I don't know if it's a high rye bourbon or rye. I don't know how much is there a difference in a high rye bourbon versus the amount in a rye whiskey? Because my favorite type of rye whiskey is American rye. It's usually like the 95.5 rye, the ones that are really up there. And I like the high rye bourbons, but I really don't know how much rye can you have in a rye bourbon before you have to call it just a rye whiskey. I guess it'd be over 50. I guess when the corn drops below 51%, I guess, if I had to guess. Hey, Donald Rance, cheers to you. How are you doing? Hey, Chris. Cheers from down under. Cheers, Chris. Tell Lil I said hi. We're doing a flight from JD Bourbon Approach. He has sent me 6 samples. I'm on number 4. It's thrown me all off. Okay. There you go. 49% for bourbon or less. Okay. That's what more I talked it out, I kind of thought that, but okay. Yeah, 51% rye that is legally a rye whiskey. Yeah, okay. I got you guys now. All right. I'm going to go with rye whiskey on that. American rye. I don't think it's finished. The first one, I say red wine finish. That was given a lot of berry notes. Gosh, this third one that I thought was a Scotch, I'm not sure. I'm going to probably go Oloroso Sherry. Because of it's butterscotchy, kind of starting to get a little more hazelnut. And I usually get those nut notes on Oloroso. So, alrighty. Let me cleanse my palate a little bit here. Number 5. All right. Marsala is the third one. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's what it was. I couldn't remember, honestly, if it was Marsala or Malaga. So it was, I've heard good things about all 3 of them, honestly. But the PX and the Madeira a little more. $60 is not bad, actually. I can't remember what the ABV was on the top of my head. I was thinking it was 50%. I like them, Tim. I've heard good things about them. It is younger. Pot still, it's more modern pot. Well, it's not really modern pot still, though. Well, that one kind of is. Let me see what the ABV is on those. Well, fudge. Okay, 47%. Yeah. I liked the PX myself, but I'd also like a PX finish. I like those orangey chocolatey notes. So I have like I said, I have samples of all 3. I haven't had a chance to grab a bottle yet. Unfortunately, there's so many releases for Irish whiskey that you can't. There's no way to get them all. Unless you're got way more money than me. Hey, cheers, Nick Proman. How are you doing? Lily's still in bed. Oh no, she rolled her ankle. Oh, I hope she feels better. That's the worst. Because those are the kind of things that just take forever to heal. Those are the worst. All right, let's get into number 5 here. I'm going to pour a little bit more number 5, actually. All right, we still have 20 more minutes. If you want to get in on this, it's $5 an entry for the Clonakilty Single Pot Still Great Lakes Edition collaboration. It's been finished in Blackout Stout casks. 48% ABV. Is it 40? It is 48, right? Yeah, it's 48. A lot of chocolatey notes on that one. I like that one. Hey, Richie Z. How are you doing? Cheers. Stacy Whiskey Friends, how are you doing? We're doing this flight from JD. I'm on to sample 5. I poured them all in mini glens because they're 6. That's a lot. And I need to stay coherent so I can run this giveaway. And I'm like, whew, 5 samples. 6 samples, sorry. 6 samples. I usually give out 5. Ooh, this smells real good. This smells like those little Werther's, those candies, those Werther's original candies. Yeah, this smells just like those Werther's candies. I'm kind of picking up, and it might just be me picking up the slightest little bit of peat. But it might just be me. No, I am kind of picking, it's real slight, really slight. Not as much caramel on the palate as I'm getting vanilla, more vanilla than anything. There's vanilla, there's a lot of spice, a lot of clove. It's just very slight with the, I mean, it's just like a wisp of peat. I would even say lighter than 2 stacks. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, it's ghost, it's phantom peat. I'm just getting it because it's on the other one. All the younger days of blackouts. Yeah, not that kind of blackout. It was, I actually had to look it up. And it was named for, if those of you in the US remember, we had, I think it was like the early 2000s. We had a major blackout that affected most of the East Coast. And it did cut into Cleveland. Cleveland was out of power too, and they were out of power for like several days. That's where the name Blackout Stout came from. All right, I'm thinking this is Scotch. I'm thinking it's a bourbon finished Scotch. Just very lightly peated. Vanilla, caramel. Get a little plum there too. Maybe some pear. Ranking these is going to be extremely difficult. These are all so great. Happened at 65. Yeah, there was one in the early 2000s because when I looked it up, it was referring to one in the early 2000s. I don't remember. It didn't reach down here to the Central Ohio area. But I can't remember what year it was exactly. Let me know if you guys are drinking anything. I'm enjoying this flight. There's so much variety here. This is crazy. All right, we're on number 6 here. Need more coffee. Back in a sec. Oh, there you go. Yeah, 2002 or 2003. It was early 2000s. All right, last one here. Man, I am blowing through these. I just looked up the clock. I'm like, holy. Well, I'm going to have to go back through them, honestly, in order to rank them. There's no way. All right, this is Kevin. Like, there is definitely like an anise note on this. Anise or like licorice, like the licorice note. I'm about to finish McConnell's Sherry Cask. I love this bottle. So McConnell's now has a cognac cask finish, and at some point I'm going to get a couple of them. They're not in the States yet. It's just released in Ireland here in the last couple of months. But if I end up getting one, I'll probably give an extra one for a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway of that one. Some Tamdu 15 for your first pour on the Sunday. How is the Irish selection at the Wise Guys Lounge? Do I need to introduce it? They didn't have a huge amount. They had a lot of great whiskey, though. They had a lot of great whiskey. Honestly, I need to go back there because honestly, the first time it was just so overwhelming. It's such a cool place. I absolutely loved it, and I've been telling my husband already. I'm like, yeah, I need to go back and take him there because it was such a cool place. I went with a friend of mine for that trip. He wasn't available to go, but yeah, he's gonna have a lot of success at that location too. It was a really cool place. I've been hearing good things. I've been telling people, my bourbon friends, about it. Oh, there we go. 2003, largest blackout in North America, 50 million without power. Oh, your parents didn't have power. Okay. Let's say it didn't stretch down here to Central Ohio, but I know Cleveland was out. Need to try the forget about it pie, 42 toppings. Goodness gracious. I did not try that when I was there. I tried a few different kinds of pizzas, though, a few different slices. But all right, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah, if you're in the Columbus area, a new pizza that Chris and I are talking about, there's a new pizza lounge. It's a pizza kind of whiskey lounge, and it's called Goodfellas, and it originated down in Lexington, Kentucky. And Chris introduced me to him there. And they just opened a new place here in Columbus, and it's great pizza, huge cocktails, great cocktails. I did have a cocktail there. I had an old fashioned there. I saw my friend had, I can't remember what the cocktail she had. She really liked it too. But huge whiskey menu there. It's just a fun place, cool vibes. It's going to be fun. Oh, Nashville. They got a store in Nashville. It's about to open too. David you were in the military for that when that blackout happened. I was living here. I hadn't actually lived in this area for very long. You just ate at the Goodfellas in Covington a couple weeks ago. It's a great place. It really is. They've really embraced kind of the pizza and whiskey vibe. Yeah. Yeah, pizza and whiskey joint. All right, this smells really good, but it's a lot of kind of a licorice note. I'm starting to get more vanilla now on it. That's really good. I'm kind of getting a little peat on that too. That's really good. So the nose, I'm getting more kind of like those licoricey notes, and kind of a little bit of it's a little medicinal, but the palate you get a lot of caramel. Whole lot of caramel, vanilla, just again a wisp of peat at the end. I'm gonna call that one Scotch. That is real good. That one's pretty high up on the list. I don't know what finish that would be. Maybe a bourbon cask. A lot of vanilla. Huge amount of vanilla, caramel. Yum. Hi. Eric, Ben's got a Gibbons 18-year Canadian. Is nice, sophisticated, sweet, good, but still 40%. Need a second dram soon too. That sounds good. All right, we're going to go back through these and I'm going to rank these. I'm probably totally wrong on these. Alrighty. Oh, it's Gibson's is what you're drinking. I did come home from Canada with a 40 Creek bottle, and I grabbed that just to do a comparison versus Traveler American whiskey, because I said that thing has got so much light whiskey in it that it kind of drinks like a Canadian whiskey. And I like the Canadian whiskey a heck of a lot better. So I think we've long finished that 40 Creek. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was low proof, but it wasn't bad. All right. Start with number one again. We're putting aside some of the Redbreast PX at the whiskey. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Thank you guys. You guys have a couple bottles here because you won a bottle on another stream that I had donated. So I'm keeping that with the other bottle I got for you. So I'll be excited when you guys come to town next time. You have to come to Ohio. We got good fellas. You can hang out. This thing, the berry has picked up on this big time. Yeah, this is all kind of berry and cream. Wow. Tons of berries. So I'm thinking, I think this is the Bushmills. I wasn't 100% sure, but I think this is the Bushmills. So good. It's dark berry, like dark red fruit and cream, caramel. The spices kind of died down and the berries kind of amped up the longer it sat out. Yeah, that's lovely. That's really good. You need to organize a meetup with Alex at Bushmills. Let me know if you guys are going to Bushmills. I'm happy to shoot Alex Thomas a message and let her know you guys are coming. We're not besties or anything. I'm Facebook friends with her, though. So I'm happy to throw a message for whatever it does. I'm not sure if she'll respond, but she does. She's a lovely, lovely lady. Lovely lady. So much fun. So much energy. She gets so excited talking about Bushmills. Just the 40 Creek. Yeah, it was just a standard one that I had. It was still better than the Traveler. Oh, I know. I'm so excited. You have a Gold Spot 13 here. Low ABV. This one definitely drinks like, I would guess it's probably around 46. I'm going to guess 46 if I had to guess. And that's only because the only other non-cask strength Causeway bottle that I have is 46, and that's the cognac. So I'm gonna guess the okay. Let's do number 2. So that one's pretty high up on my list. So far, I think that might be number 1. That second one is good. Oh, I've got it marked as Canadian rye whiskey. I mean, I could be light whiskey too, but I'm going to stick with that. So far, those are 1 and 2. All right. 3 is the one I said earlier was a Scotch, maybe a Highland, lightly peated. Man, still the butter. This thing's been sitting out for a little bit. It's still the butterscotch coming off that thing. I talked him into poured some of the Bushmills Causeway cognac cask. I have that one, actually. Right? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. That's another one I brought back from one of the 2 I brought back from Canada. JD may have thrown in a Romanian whiskey. I've not had Romanian whiskey, so I would get a kick out of that. I've had Slovakian whiskey, the German whiskey that Baker Drink sent. I had Amy looking for it when they went to Germany. Amy, let me know if you ever found a bottle of that, of the Eiffel German whiskey. That stuff was good. That stuff was like chocolate. This is just those little butterscotch round candies that you get that are wrapped in the cellophane. That's what comes off the nose on this thing. That I'm torn because I don't, the palate's okay, but the nose is just amazing on that. All right. Number 4 that I think is an American rye whiskey. Hey, Tommy D. Cheers to you. All right. Tim is in for 1. Tim, let me put you down here on the list. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, are you in Japan, Tommy? I didn't know you were in Japan. Well, thank you for joining us from Japan. All right. Number 4, I said American Rye. Oh, you finally moved. Okay, I knew you were talking about moving there, and I knew it was coming up. I didn't realize you already moved there. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm excited. Oh, you never did find it. Never even saw the brand. Saw a different one called Skylar. Yeah, I've never. That Eiffel was the only thing I'd ever tried. I don't even. I really liked it, so hopefully it's still in business. All right, that one is American Rye. I'm going to stick with my answer on that one. Hopefully it's not something like Scotch. Tommy can now day drink with everyone like we do. Yeah, I know. Anytime I join Ken's stream, I'm always drinking coffee or something because it's so early in the morning here. I need to hop on again sometime. 7:51 a.m. on a Monday, and I need a drink. Hey, Donner. Cheers to you. It's good to see you, Donner. All right, we're going through this flight. I'm trying to rank them. You guys have 3 more minutes. If you want to get in on the giveaway, we're giving away a bottle of Clonakilty Single Pot Still Irish whiskey. This has been finished in Blackout Stout casks from Great Lakes Brewery here in Ohio. It's their collaboration with Great Lakes. Once it's gone, it's gone. So let me get on to, all right, number 5. I'm not having an easier time ranking these. All right, I'm going to switch my answer on this. Hopefully I'm not wrong. I'm going to I called it Scotch at first. I'm kind of going against what I think it is and calling it Irish. Because I don't know if it's just the peat lingering from number 3. I really like it though. There's so many of the good ones in here. So I know number 6 is number 3. That's my 6th one. Yeah, JD, I did a snapshot, so I have the key here. I know number 6 is a Scotch. Man, that's freaking good. All right, I'm going to go 5 on what I think is the bourbon, the rye. 4. All right, it's going to be, I'll tell you, it's coming down to, it's either 6 or 1. And then we're going to find out what these are. All right. Which is crazy because I know what they are. I know that number 1 is an Irish. I don't know what it is. I think I know what it is. Number 6, I know is a Scotch. And they're both really, really good. All right. I got my list. All right. Let's find out what we're drinking. And then we will do this giveaway. Hey, Jeff, how are you doing? Hello again, whiskey friends. Cheers to you, Jeff Wack. We're doing a flight from JD Bourbon Approach, sorry. Bourbon Approach. I'm trying to get the freaking key here. All right, I got the key. So we're going to find out what we're drinking. I've got these ranked. Last chance to get in the giveaway if anybody wants in for the Clonakilty. This is the Ohio Great Lakes collaboration, Single Pot Still. And let's find out. Okay, let's do my last was number 3. So number 3 was my least favorite. Number 3 is Glen Scotia Seasonal Released 12-year finished in Amontillado sherry cask. Okay, I wrote Oloroso. That was an Amontillado. And I was right. That's Scotch. So let me know, JD, is that lightly peated? I said lightly peated. Is that peated at all? Or am I just getting peat where there's not peat? All right. My next on the list was number 4 that I said I thought it was American rye whiskey. It is Redwood Empire 12-year Haystack Chardonnay cask, 55% ABV. So that is Haystack, is that a rye? Is that a rye or is that a bourbon? That is American whiskey. Only one has peat. Son of a bee. Okay, so I'm picking up peat where there's no peat. It's Scotch. It's all peated, right? Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's a bourbon. Okay, so I was right. I should have said it stuck with my original high rye bourbon. Okay. That is really the notes that Chardonnay finish gives. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alrighty. The next one I have, number 4, is for number 2. I said it was Canadian rye whiskey. Number 2, Brains Shiraz Oak Finish South African. 62.2% ABV. Wow, that does not drink like 60. That is crushable. That is great. I've never had South African whiskey. That is really good. I really like that one. Wow. All right. The next, number 3, I had Scotch. Then I changed my answer to Irish. And that was number 5. And I should have stuck with my first answer because that was Loch Lomond. Poland released first fill Bordeaux red wine, 57.4%. So I should have stuck with my guns on my first release there. That is a Scotch. I've never had Loch Lomond before. That was very good. That was very good. All right. Next was number 2. I said number 6. I knew it was a Scotch. That was Glen Scotia Festival 2023 11-year lightly peated white port. That was yummy. That was so good. I went back and forth a lot with that between number 2 and number 1. They were both really, really good. So my favorite was number 1. I said Irish single malt. I thought that was the Bushmills. That was the Bushmills. That was the Bushmills Causeway Poland Limited Plum Brandy 10-year. And I was way the heck off on the ABV. I said 46%. I really got to work on ABVs, guys. I am so thinking that so many of these are like low proof. And I did the same thing on Hello Again Whiskey Friends. Like I was sure something was like an 86 proofer and it was like 116 or something crazy like that. I really got to work on my proofs. This was 59.6% ABV. Yeah, no, this Bushmills is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. JD, thank you so much for sharing all of these. Honestly, this was tough. This was really tough. I could drink any of these. These are so vastly different too. Loch Lomond owns Glen Scotia. Okay. That actually explains, my 2 favorite Scotches were both the same company then. Man, I don't know what it is about. Is that what the one I got? Yeah, that was just all, man, I don't know where that butterscotch is coming from. Something about Bordeaux red wine. I'm getting butterscotch. That's new. That was really good. Those were so good. Those are so good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and it's 7 o'clock. I'm actually a little over. I'm going to close out our giveaway. Let me get everybody's name in here. Copy. Oh, this one. Oh, let me take I don't think I'll forget who won the Patreon giveaway, but take a picture just in case. Clear the list. Let me set up our giveaway here, pull out the Patreons, and all right. Make sure I've got everybody. I have 23 entries on here. I'm going to make sure it matches my list. I have 23 entries on my list. All right. We are good to go here. Let me share screen again. All right. Somebody throw out how many times should I shuffle this list for our giveaway? Make sure everybody sees all the entries are on here. Chris says 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck, everybody. 23 times. We'll be here all night. Congratulations, Liz B. You won a bottle of Clonakilty. Congratulations. Thank you guys all so much. We have at 7 o'clock right now, we've got Kilco Whiskey Musings. He is live. Make sure you check him out. I think it's at 8 o'clock tonight. Cast 529 is going to be live. So make sure you go check them out tonight. Upcoming, what I've got going on here. So on 27th, you heard me say that we're going to have Cast 529 as guests here. So I'm going to send them a flight of some Irish whiskey, and we're going to see what they think. I was going to do it tonight, but I actually might think on it. I want to come up with a good flight for them. Upcoming then on the 3rd, I will not be live streaming. That is the Dublin Irish Festival. I will still be just coming home from the festival. I worked the entire weekend, so I'm not going to be up for a live stream. I took the following day off of work. It's usually pretty worn out from 3 days out at a festival in the sun it's for like 12 hours a day. But after that, on the 10th, we've got a special guest. We have the distiller from White Hills Distillery in Connecticut. So a friend of mine is now the distiller at this distillery. She sent me some samples of their whiskeys. So I'm excited to try it. It's different than, they're doing American whiskey, but it's a little different. It's Connecticut style. So we'll get to check that out. And then on August 17th, the last Hello Again whiskey friend to appear on 4 Leaf Whiskey, Kelsey Dime. Kelsey is going to be joining us. I'm going to be sending Kelsey a flight of some stuff. So I will see you guys next week. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Check out some of these other great channels that are going live today. I will see you next time. Sláinte.